hello, hello. Yes, I'm here. Yes, yes, yes. What's up? Hello, 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 welcome. If you have questions, please send them to me and then I'll go over them. Okay, so we have 14 students in my grade 12 class. When surveyed, 7 wear glasses, 5 wear ski boards. Okay, let me just highlight this so it's easy for me to see. Oops. 7 wear glasses, 5 wear ski snowboard, and 12 bring water bottle. 6 students bring water bottle and glasses. 2 students wear ski and glasses, and then 4 students and water bottle. Okay, so Venn diagram, that means I need to draw 3 circles, right? So boom, 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 boom. 3 circles. Huh, I can't draw a circle. Oh, there we go. Okay. Um, there are 14 students in total, so that means everything added up has to be 14. 14 total. This is part A. 14 total. And then glasses is here. 5 do ski snowboard. This is ski snowboard, and this is water bottle on the left. Okay. 7 wear glasses. 5 the ski snowboard. 5 ski snowboard, and then 12 is water bottle. Okay. So 6 students bring a water bottle and glasses. 2 students bring skiing glasses, and 4 students ski and water bottle. So ski and water bottle. So we have 7 glasses, 7G, 5S, and 12W. So from here we can already tell it's more than 14, so we know there must be some overlapping. Okay, and then we got 6 students does water bottle and glasses. WG is 6. 2 students do ski and glasses. SG, and 4 students does ski snowboard. 2 students do ski and wear glasses. 5 students ski snowboard. 4 students ski snowboard, and 1 bring water bottle. Is this a flawed question? Why did they say? Oh wait, no, and bring a water bottle, not and 1 bring water bottle. Whoops. So this is ski and water bottle. Nope, doable, not flawed. Not flawed. So if we see this, do you see how we have 6, 2, 4? If we add this all up, do we get 14? 6, 2, and 4. We don't, right? So we can put 6 here, 2 here, and then 4 here, right? And since we got 7 people that do G, we know 6 and 2, that can't work out, right? That won't work out, because if that's the case, then we won't have 7 people in here. We have 8 people in total. So let's say we move one of these guys here to here, right? That's not going to work either, because then we're going to have 8. So did I get something wrong? 7 wear glasses, 5 do ski and snowboard, and 12 do water bottle. 6 students bring water bottle and wear glasses. 2 students ski and wear glasses, S and G, okay? And then 4 students, G, 6, 4, 2. Okay, so that means it must be shared. So let's say I have 1 here, and 5 and 1. Does that work? Yes, that will work, right? Do I have 5S? 5S, that doesn't work. So we can't put that there. 5, 7, 5, 12, 24. 24. So can we try to put Hello, hello. Okay, I'm back. I just had dinner. Okay, so let's continue this question. We were saying this question, we have 14 people in total. The information they gave us was 7 is in G, 5 is in S, 12 is in W. So 7 in G meaning this whole thing is 7, 5 in S meaning this whole thing is 5, 12W means this whole thing is 12. Okay? 6WG meaning here is 6 people. SG means 2 people are in here, and SW means 4 people are in here. Okay, first thing I noticed is that 7, 5, and 12 makes 24, right? 24 is more than my 14 total here. So this means, so 24 minus 14 is equals to 10, right? That means these groupings here should make 10 people in total, as in the middle parts here, the shared parts have to at least have 10, have to have 10 people. And then right now I know 6, 2, and 4. This makes 12, right? So that means I have how many people extra? I need 10 to be in the shared areas, and then here the question gave me 12 people in the shared area, meaning I have 2 people that's extra. So these 2 people will go in the middle right there. Okay, so if I know 2 people are there, since I know 2 is in SG, therefore 0 people is in here. 4 people will be in here, and 2 people will be in here. Okay, now let's see. I want to make 7G, so 7G, so I need to put 1 people here. I need 5 for S, so I put 1 here. 12 for W, so 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Okay, so that's how you make your Venn diagram. Part B. How many students raise their hands for all 3? Wear glasses. Okay, how many people raise their hands? 2. Part C. Find the probability that a student wears glasses and does not ski. Glasses and does not ski. Wears glasses and does not ski. So it means here, right? These two areas are people that wear glasses and does not ski. So 5 out of 14 people. Okay. Part D. Find the probability that a randomly selected student on this date did not raise their hand at all. Did not raise their hand at all. So let's double check. So everyone here raised their hand, so therefore 0. Right? Randomly did not raise their hands at all. 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. 14 people in total, right? Yeah, okay. Now, kind of weird. 0. I don't know why they asked that. Given that a student only raised their hand for one of the 3 survey questions, what is the probability that they ski or snowboard? So probably that is S, given that it's only 1, right? So probability of S and only 1 divided by probability of only 1, right? So what is the probability of only 1? Only 1 will be 4 plus 1 plus 1, which is 4, 5, 6 over 14. And then probability of S and only 1, S and only 1 would be 1. So therefore it's going to be 1 over 14. So the answer is 1 over 6. Okay. Hello, hello. Welcome. Ask your questions. Please send me your questions if you have any. Hello, hello. Welcome. Ask your questions. Okay, so we have this equation, show that it can be written as 3r plus 2 equals to n. So here, obviously, if this is the paper one, we will need to use the formula, the choosing formula, NCR formula. That means it's going to be n choose, this means n factorial over r factorial, and then n minus r factorial, right? If we're going to do this, we can simplify it. How? We can do 2, and then n factorial, n minus r factorial. So this, let's write it down, n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3 times dot dot dot, all over r factorial, so r times r minus 1 times r minus 2 times r minus 3. So dot dot dot, and then this would be n minus r. So that means it's going to be n minus r times n minus r minus 1 times n minus 1 times n minus r minus 2 times dot dot. Okay, like that. And then what's next? Let's see. We can ripple. We want to get to n. Consider, show that it can be rewritten. Okay. Nope. It's a show that it can be rewritten, right? Show that it can be written as. Consider. So it's not a show that, it's just show that it can be written as. So actually we can use the answer in this case, which is given to us. So we can just do n factorial over r plus 1 factorial, and then n minus r minus 1 plus 1. N minus r plus 1 factorial, like that. So then we know that the n factorials would cancel out, right? So here we would have 2 over r factorial, n minus r factorial, and then this will be 1 over r plus 1 factorial, and then we have n minus r minus 1 factorial. Now we can move the r to the left, move this to the left here, move this up here, so we have 2 r plus 1 factorial over r factorial, which is n minus r factorial over n minus r minus 1 factorial. And the reason why I want to do that is because I know I have r's on the left and n on the right, so I'm trying to move all the r's to the left and all the n's to the right. And I also noticed that these two can basically cancel out, right? If I have r plus 1 factorial and r factorial, I can simply rewrite this as the left hand side as 2 times r plus 1. And then on the right hand side, again, this is n minus r, and then this is n minus r minus 1, meaning this I can rewrite it as n minus r. Okay, so then I just have to isolate the n, right? Isolate the n, so move the r to the left. So it's going to be 2r plus 2 plus r equals to n, so therefore 3r plus 2 is equals to n. Okay, so that's part A1. A2, now consider the following equation that show that it can be written as 9r. Okay, so again, it's basically the same thing. So we would have 7, and then we have to use the choosing formula. And then it will be r minus 1 factorial, and then n minus r minus 1, so n minus r plus 1 factorial. And that's equals to 2 times n factorial over r factorial, and then n minus r factorial, right? Now, this question is saying, show that. Okay, doesn't use hence, doesn't say hence, so we don't have to use the stuff from before, but we can use it if we want to, but you don't have to. Okay, but now from here, next step would be cancel out the n factorial and n factorial, because if you just divide it on both sides, it will just be gone. So we will have 7 over r minus 1 factorial, n minus r plus 1 factorial is equals to 2 over r factorial, and then n minus r factorial. Again, I'm going to move this r to the left and this chunk to the right. So that I can match up the n minus r, and I can match up the r and the r. So I'm going to have 7r factorial over r minus 1 factorial, which is equals to minus r plus 1 factorial over n minus r factorial. If this is n minus r plus 1 factorial, and if this is r factorial, that means I have 7r on the left and then 2n minus r plus 1 on the right, because then they would cancel out, cancel out, cancel out, cancel out. Now we just have to do some rearranging and make 2n on the right. Make 2n on the right, okay? So this 2n minus 2r plus 2. Move everything to the left except for the 2n. So we have 9r minus 2 equals 2n. Okay. Finally, consider the expansion. Consider the expansion that where ai is any rational number and k is an integer, okay? The coefficients of three consecutive terms of the expansion are such that 7 times ak times 7 times the ak minus 1 is equals to 2 times ak, and 14 times ak is equals to 7 times ak plus 1. So let's have a look at what these are. So a1 ak minus 1 x of k minus 1 and that, okay? So let's see how we can do the binomial expansion. If we do this binomial expansion, we know it's going to be n choose r. We would have, sorry, n choose 0, right? 1 and then x and then 0 here. I know this must be 0 because this here is 1. Okay? If I'm going to have 0 here and n here, then this would be x to the n instead. So I know that must be the first term. So if I expand it, it's going to be like this, and then plus n choose 1, and I have 1 to the, oh, this will be n, right? So this will be n minus 1, x to the 1, plus n choose 2, 1, n minus 2, x squared, and then dot, 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 okay? Now, what's going to happen? Basically, this 1, I can drop it all because it's just going to be 1, so it's not going to affect anything. So, in other words, my coefficients, a1, ak minus 1, ak plus 1, all of these will simply just be n choose 0, n choose 1, so it's just going to be the choosing part. Okay? Now, they're saying 7 times a of k minus 1. That means x of n plus 1, x of n, x of k. Okay, so that means I'm just going to have 7. And as I said, the coefficient of a of k minus 1 is simply just the choosing part, right? So it's going to just be n choose something. So let's leave that blank for now. It's going to be 2 times n choose something. Okay, now if I'm going to have ak, right, that means I'm just going to do n choose r here. And since it's k minus 1, then it's just going to be r minus 1. Okay, and now we also have 14 times n choose something is equal to 7 n choose something. So if we're going to have k plus 1 and k, so that means we're going to have r and r plus 1. Is that okay? Okay? Yes, no, maybe? Now, if I move the 7 to the left, then it's just going to be 2 nr is equals to n of r plus 1. Now, this here is complicated, this here is complicated, but from part A, we have done some simplification already, so we know this one on the right here can be rewritten as 3r plus n. 3r plus 2 is equals to n. And the thing on the left here is 9r minus 2 equals to 2n. So now we can just do 3r plus 2 equals to n, and then 9r minus 2 equals to 2n. Do simultaneous equations. What I'm going to do is multiply the first equation by 3, so 9r plus 6 is equals to 3n, and then 9r minus 2 is equals to 2n. Do subtraction, so 8 is equals to n. Then I'm done. It's just asking for n, right? Yeah, find n. Then I'm done. Okay, so here we want to take the derivative because we want to show that f prime is that. So here I see that there's x times x, so therefore you need to do product rule. So yes, no, no, yes. Therefore it's gonna be yes, so drag the 2 down and then x to the negative half. No, so I copy 9x squared minus 8x plus 3 plus no, so 2 over 3, nope, so 2 over 3 root x, and then yes, so 18 18x minus 8, like that. Now simplify everything so that it looks like 1 over root x, okay? What does this mean? 1 over root x. Okay, so it's going to be 1 over 3 root x, 9x squared minus 8x plus 3 plus 2 root x over 3, 8, no, let's do 2 root x, and then 6x, oh no, those won't simplify, so 2 over 3 root x, 2 root x over 3, 18x minus 8. Okay, and then does that simplify to that? Let's see. What if I take out the 1 over... I want root x in the bottom. So maybe I can take out the 1 over 3? I can take out the square root 1 over 3 root x maybe. So that will be 9x squared minus 8x plus 3, right? And then plus, if I'm taking out that, that means I need to have 2 and then x, right? Yeah. It'll be like that. And then 18x plus 8. Right? Yeah. Okay. And then, oh, so for those of you who don't understand, what I basically did was I skipped a step. Let me do blue here. I basically, inside here, I multiplied by root x over root x. So then the top would do root x times root x, so it would become x, right? And why am I doing this is so I can conveniently take out the 1 over root 3x out here. I can factor it out. Okay, so now simplify the insides. 9x squared minus 8x plus 3 plus 36x squared plus 16x, right? So it'll be 1 over 3 root x. 45x squared plus 8x and then plus 3. Is that the solution? 45. Oh, I need to take out 3, 8, and then plus 1. Minus 8? What did I do wrong? Plus 8 minus 8. I must have done something wrong, right? 18. Okay, what did I do wrong? Some algebra mistake, probably. 36. 1 over 3. 2 over 3. 2 over 3 x 36 x squared. Where's my mistake? 9x squared minus 8x. That 1 over 3 root x 9x squared 8 over 3 minus 8 over 3 minus 8 16 36 minus, or is the answer key wrong maybe? Is the answer key wrong? Let me check. Dx 2 over 3 square root of x 9x squared minus 8x plus 3. Oh, yes, minus 8. Yes, this should be minus 8, right? I don't know why I write plus. Should be minus, yes. So plus 36 and then minus 16x. Yeah, there we go. Then this will be minus 24x. Good. So now the 3 can move inside. So this 1 over 3, divide everything by 3, right? So move this in here, here, and here. So we would have 15x squared minus 8x plus 1. Okay, now that should be good, right? Yes, good. Okay, part B. Part B, hence find the x coordinates of the two stationary points of f. Two stationary points of f. Man, I need to d it again. Do I need to d this again? Is there a faster way to do this? No, I don't think so. So f prime prime, no, stationary points. Stationary points. Oh no, I don't need to d it again. Stationary points means I want to find the either min or max or point of inflection of original f, right? So to find the original stationary points of f, I need to set the derivative equals 0. So I have this. So it's either this equals to 0 or 15x squared minus 8x plus 1. This is so ugly. Minus 8x plus 1 equals to 0. I know this have no solutions. So therefore, my solutions must come from this quadratic. This quadratic is, if I'm going to split the middle term, 15, negative 3, and 5. So x squared minus 3x minus 5x. 5x minus 3x plus 1. Then take out the 5x, 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1, take out negative 1, 5x minus 1, 3x minus 1. So then we have x is equals to 1 over 5 or 1 over 3. And they're making me find the two stationary points, right? So if they're asking for a stationary point, you need to report the entire point. So you cannot just report the x coordinate. I know the mark scheme said is x, but if this shows up on your IB test, you cannot just, oh wait, no, hence find the x coordinates, right? Okay, good, never mind. X coordinate, I thought I asked for the entire point. Okay, so that's fine. X coordinate, there. Those are the x coordinates. Part C. A particle P is moving along the x-axis. Its position S is in meters relative to the origin. After time t measured in seconds is given by that, where t is bigger than 0. Okay, if the particle is moving to the left for t equals to k seconds, moving to the left. Is moving along the x-axis. Did they define what is the positive? I'm assuming positive is to the right. The moving to the left for t equals to k seconds. So if it is moving to the left, that means its velocity is negative. Velocity is negative. Moving to the left, right? So if it's moving to the left, velocity is negative. Left means velocity is negative. Now, since velocity is equal to the derivative of s, right? So what we want to do is to derive the function st. Now we already derived it in part A, right? So we know vt is equals to 1 over square root of t, 15t squared minus 8t plus 1, right? And if we want to find where this is negative, we first have to find where the solutions to this is, as in where the x-intercepts are. The x-intercepts of this we found in part B already, so the x-intercepts are at 1 over 5 and 1 over 3, right? Now normally I would just say there's a shortcut. This is quadratic, so and a is positive, so I know it's u-shaped, so it must be in between these two for it to be negative, right? But because we have this extra chunk here, just in case, I'm just going to set a number line. So 1 over 5, 1 over 3, and remember you need to put your asymptotes as well. This t has to be bigger than equals 0, so I'm going to set a dotted line here to be at 0. Now I'm going to test my values. So if I put, let's say 1 into here, 1 into here, 1 into here, I'm going to have a positive value. Okay, if I set, let's say 1 over 4, so 0.25, 1 over 4, 1 over 4 here, this will be 1 over 4, 1 over square root of 1 over, oh, maybe I should put it here, 1 over square root of 1 over 4, and then 15, 1 over 4 squared minus 8, 1 over 4 plus 1. Does that give me positive or negative? This will be 15 over 16. 15 over 16 is 1, right? A little bit, 15 over 16 is a little bit less than 1. So let's say it's 0.99, 0.99, right? 15 over 16, yes. 15 over 16 is less than 1. So 0.99, let's pretend 0.99 plus the 1 will be 1.99. 1.99 minus this 2 will be negative. Negative times a positive will be negative. So I know here is negative, right? And here I know it's positive, it's because it's quadratic, right? And this part I don't need to check. Therefore, if I want vt to be negative, I know my t has to be in between 1 over 5 and 1 over 3. So t has to be in between 1 over 5 and 1 over 3. So the question is asking for the particle is moving left for t equals to k seconds, right? So how many seconds is he moving to the left by? So we need to do 1 over 3 minus 1 over 5, because I just know it's moving to the left in between 1 over 5 and 1 over 3. When time is between 1 over 5 and 1 over 3, that doesn't really tell me how long it is traveling to the left for, right? So I need to do 1 over 3 minus 1 over 5 to find the entire duration for which I'm going to the left. So if we just do this, it will be 5 over 15 minus 3 over 15, which is 2 over 15 seconds. Okay, part 8. Now question 8. Question 8a. For this, write the function in the form. So just complete the square. Very simple. This first one. Don't get baited. Rewrite everything in the nice format first. Then what I'm going to do is take out the negative. So negative 4x plus 1. And then we would have negative x squared, x minus 2 squared plus 1 minus 4, right? So it's going to be negative x minus 2 squared minus 3 and plus 3. Okay. Let me just check my answers, make sure it's correct. Oh wait, did I skip? Did I miss a part? No, I did not, right? Yeah, I did not. Okay, so it's going to be right in that format, so negative x minus 2 squared and then plus 3. Yes, good. Okay, part B. A line is drawn through the points. A line is drawn through the points 0 and f0 and point B, 2 and f2. Okay, write down the coordinates of A and B. So for B1, point A will be 0 and f of 0 would be negative 1, right? And then point B, f of 2 will be 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. Part 2. Find gx, the equation of the line passing through the points A and B. Okay, so just find the slope y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it's going to be 4 over 2, which is 2. And we can just use the point slope form. So plus 1 equals to 2x, like that. Part 3. Hence, show that the area enclosed by f and g is 4 over 3 units. Hence, okay, so here actually, you know what, I'm just going to make it so it is in the proper format, so it's easier for me to do for part 3. Okay, so if I'm wanting to find the area enclosed, let's draw through the points right now. Okay, I need to do integration, right? I need to do integration. Yeah, I need to integrate. This is so annoying. Okay, fine, I'll integrate. So we need to first find where the two curves intersect each other. So I need to do 2x minus 1 is equals to negative x squared plus 4x minus 1. So 0 is equals to negative x squared plus 2x. So it's x negative x plus 2. So we know the intersection points are at x equals to 0 and x equals to 2. Okay. Therefore, now when I do my integral, I can go from 0 to 2 of the distance. So I want the area enclosed by f and g, so I need to do f minus g. So that's going to be negative x squared plus 4x minus 1. Subtract the 2x minus 1 and then dx. Simplifying this, we would have 0 to 2 of negative x squared minus 2x dx. Therefore, this will be negative x cubed over 3 minus 2x squared over 2 and 0, 2. So cancel, sub 2 in, negative 8 over 3 minus 4, right? And then subtract by 0 minus 0. So subtract by 0, right? Yeah, so it's going to be negative 8 over 3 minus 3 and 12, so it's going to be negative 20 over 3. Nope, I did something wrong. Negative x squared and then minus, yeah, what did I do wrong? Negative 8 over 3. No, my integration is correct. 4 over 3 units. Huh? 8 over 3. Oh wait, they got plus 4. They got plus x squared. So that means I got this wrong. That means I got this wrong. Minus 2x minus 1, yeah? So if I put this in, oh, this is supposed to be positive 2x, right? This is here is supposed to be positive 2x, right? I wrote negative 2x for some reason. So it's going to be plus, 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 plus here. So therefore this is plus. So we would have 4 over 3. Okay. Part C. Show that the area enclosed by F and the line CD is 4 over 3 units. So I need to find point C again, point D again. My goodness, this is so annoying. 1, comma, what's f of 1? F of 1 will be 4 minus 1 minus 1. 4 minus 1 minus 1 is going to be 2. Okay, and then point D will be 3 and 12 minus 9 minus 1. 12 minus 9 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. Like that. So again, we need to find the line CD. We need to find the line CD. So CD has the equation 0 slope. Oh, slope is 0. So that means we have y minus 2 is equal to 0x minus 1, so therefore y equals to 2. It's just a horizontal line, and y equals to 2. Now I need to find the intersection point, so 2 is equals to negative x squared plus 4x minus 1, so 0 equals to negative x squared plus 4x minus 3. Solve for this, we get, wait, how many marks is this? 2 marks? There must be a faster way. There must be a faster way. 1 and 3. 1, oh. 1 and, oh yeah. I don't need to find this. I don't need to find the intersection points, because I know if I have a quadratic and I have this as y equals 2, the intersection point must be when the y coordinate is 2. Yeah, and the y coordinate is 2 when we have x is 1 and when x is 3, because we already solved for that here. So therefore, I know I would have 1 to 3 of negative x squared plus 4x minus 1 minus 2. Yeah, dx. So integrating this, we have x cubed over 3 plus 4x squared over 2 minus 3x. And this is from 1 to 3. So if I sub it in, it'll be negative 27 over 3 plus 2 times 9 is going to be 18, and then minus 9. Subtract by subbing in 1, negative 1 over 3 plus 2, and then minus 3. Oops. So that will be equals to negative 9 minus 9. Negative 9 minus 9 plus 18, so that's gone. So it's going to be 1 over 3 minus 2 plus 3. So it's going to be 1 plus 1 over 3, which is 4 over 3. So I showed it there. Good. Man, and then part D, can I skip part D? I'm too lazy to do this. Okay, next. I'm skipping it. Number 9. Number 9A. Like, up here, 8D is the exact same form, is the exact same method. So what you need to do is, you know you have your points, right? Then you need to find the slope and then find the line equation. Line equation kind of like this. Once you find the line equation, you want to isolate the y. Once you isolate the y, you want to find the point of intersection, so to get these two. So you'll equate your linear equation with your quadratic equation, solve it, and you'll get your starting and ending points. Once you have that, you'll do your f minus your g, or whatever, your quadratic minus your straight line, and then you can just do the integral and you'll get your solution. Okay, so part 9a, evaluate f of 0. So f of 0 is equals to cosine 0 over 2 plus sine 0, which is 1 over 2, right? Yes, 1 over 2. And then part B, find all possible values of a if fa equals to 0. So therefore we need to put 0 is equals to cosine x over 2 plus sine x. Okay, so we have to first say that x cannot be 0 or pi, right? Why is that the case? Because, oh wait, no, that is fine. So we have 0 is equals to cosine x. So therefore x is equals to pi over 2 or negative pi over 2. Right? Half, and then, yeah, okay, good. Part C, show that f derivative. So the derivative will be low d the high, so cosine becomes negative sine, minus the high, d the low, so sine becomes cosine, over low, low, so 2 plus sine x squared. Now, the top would be 2 plus sine x, so negative 2 sine x, and then minus sine squared x, minus cosine squared x, over 2 plus sine x squared, which will be sine squared x minus okay, so what I can do is take out the negative, so it will be 2 sine x plus sine squared x plus cos squared x over 2 plus sine x squared. So now we have negative 2 sine x plus 1. So putting it back in, we should, we don't really need to put it back in, so this is what we have. Okay, so we showed it. And then C2, so this C1, C2. Hence, find the x-coordinate of any stationary points of f. So again, we set the derivative equals to 0, right? Which means we have negative 2 sine x plus 1 all over 2 plus sine x squared. So therefore 0 is equals to negative 2 sine x minus 1. So 1 over 2 equals to sine x. And when it's x equals to half, when the sine x equals to half, sine x equals to half when it's pi over 6, or 5 pi over 6. Yeah. So pi over 6 or 5 pi over 6 should be. Oh, nope, this is supposed to be negative that, right? So it's mean negative negative pi over 6 or negative 5 pi over 6. Let's block these answers up. Okay. Okay, we got a priority question coming in. Priority question coming in. Let's say we have a geometric series, right? Let's say AN. Let's say we have a geometric is geometric. And then we have AN is equals to A3 is equals to 9, let's say. Well, let's not call it A. Let's call it G so it's easier to know it's geometric. Okay, and we know if we do G1 plus, the question gives us G1 plus G2, so this is given. G3 equals to 9, so G1 plus G2 plus G3 equals to 13. Okay, we need to find U1, so G1 and R. Okay, so how do we do this? How do we do this? Well, if we know G3 is 9, we can just simply do G1 plus G2 plus 9 equals to 13. So G1 plus G2 is equals to 4. Okay. What else do we know? We know G1 times R squared will be equals to 9. And we know G2... No. we want to rewrite everything with g1, right? So we know g1 plus g1r is equals to 4, and then we know g1r squared is equals to 9, right? Because we know this one is 9. So to get g3, it's 9. So we have two equations, two unknowns. So what we can do now is we can do g1 is equals to 9 over r squared, and then put it back into equation 1. So 9 over r squared plus 9 over r squared, r is equals to 4. So then we would have 9 over r squared plus 9 over r is equals to 4. Multiply everything by r squared. So 9 plus 9r equals to 4r squared. 0 is equals to 4r squared minus 9r minus 9. So negative 36. So what multiplies to negative 36? 12 and 3. Yes. So 4r squared minus 12r plus 3r minus 9. So it's equals to 4r, r minus 3, and then r minus 3, and then 3, positive 3. So this will be 4r plus 3, r minus 3, and then we would have r is equals to 3, or negative 3 over 4. Okay, if that's the case, then g1 will be either 9 over 9, which is 1, or 9 over r squared. So 9 over 3 over 4 squared. So this will be g1 is equals to 1, or 9 over 16, so equals to 16. So we would have g1 equals to 1, r equals to 3, or g1 equals to 16, and r is equals to negative 3 over 4. Now let's just double check and make sure it's all good. So if g1, if this is this first case, then we'll have 1, 3, 9. Does this add up to 13? Does this add up to 13? Yes. 1 plus 3 plus 9 is equal to 13. Good. And then if we have 16 times negative 3 over 4, 1, 2, 1, 4, negative 12, and then 1, 3, 9. So this will be 9. Does this add up to 13? 25 minus 12 is 13. Yes, 16 minus 12 plus 9 is equals to 13. Good. Okay, so one more question. Let's say given solve. Let's say we have to solve solve for 3 sine squared theta plus 4 cosine theta equals to 1, and theta has to be in between 0 and 2 pi. Zero to 2 pi. So what we need to do is simply convert the sine squared into cosine. So 1 minus cosine squared theta plus 4 cosine theta minus 1 equals 0. So now we can just do 3 minus 3 cosine squared theta plus 4 cosine theta minus 1 equals 0. So if that's the case, then minus 3 cosine squared theta plus 4 cosine theta plus 2 is equals to 0. And then we will have let w equals to cosine theta. So we have minus 3w plus 4w plus 2 is equals to 0. Negative 6. So negative 3w squared plus 6w minus 2w plus 2 equals to 0. Therefore, minus 3w, w plus 2, no, minus 2, and then we have w minus 2, and then we take out minus 2. So we have negative 3w minus 2, and w minus 2 equals to 0. So w equals to 2 over negative 2 over 3, or 2. This one we have to reject, because we know cosine theta can only be in between negative 1 and 1, so we cannot do the 2. So therefore cosine theta is equal to negative 2 over 3, if that's the case. And then my range is from 0 to 2 pi, right? So theta 2 over 3, is this even doable? Side. No, I don't think it's doable in paper 1, right? This might be a paper 2. Wait, or I did something wrong. Let me just double check. 3 sine squared theta plus 4 cosine theta equals to 1. Yeah, all you can do is get down to here, and you won't be able to do it by hand. This is a paper 2. I did this correctly, but you would get some solutions here and do it by calculator, because this is not doable by hand. So this is a paper 2. Oh, well, if this is paper 2, you can just graph it, right? Yeah, you can just graph it. Okay. This one, let's continue this one. So negative pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6, that's part C2. Okay, part D. Given that f prime prime x is that, find the nature of the stationary points. Okay, of f, nature of the stationary points. So that means I want to find either minimum or maximum. So I will just sub in my stationary point x coordinates into f prime prime. So I will find f prime prime of negative pi over 6, which is negative 2 cosine negative pi over 6, 1 minus sine negative pi over 6, all over 2 plus sine negative pi over 6, and then cubed. Right? So we would have negative 2 times cosine negative pi over 6 would be root 3 over 2 positive, and then 1 minus sine negative pi over 6 will be negative half. So it's going to be plus half here, all over, or let me write minus half. So here, this will be 2 plus, or 2 minus half cubed. So therefore, we would have negative root 3, and then 1 plus half, so it'll be 3 over 2, and then 3 over 2 cubed. So it's going to be negative root 3 over 2 squared. Therefore, it's going to be negative root 3 times 4 over 9. So it's going to be negative 4 root 3 over 9. Oh, so it's a negative value, right? I don't even need to care. Actually, I don't even need to care about the numbers. So as long as this is negative, that means I know it's concave down for here. So classifying, so I know max. So I know it's a max at x equals to negative pi over 6. That's my first solution. And then I need to also find f prime prime of negative 5 pi over 6, which will be negative 2 cosine negative 5 pi over 6. 1 minus sine negative 5 pi over 6, all over 2 plus sine negative 5 pi over 6 cubed. Okay, so for this one, it will be negative 2 cosine negative 5 pi over 6 will be negative root 3 over 2. And then multiply it by 1 minus sine negative, that will be negative half, all over 2 plus, or 2 minus half cubed. So this will be positive root 3, 1 minus minus, so 3 over 2 over 2 minus, so 3 over 2 cubed. So this is positive, right? So if it's positive, that means min at x equals to negative 5 pi over 6. Okay, so I classified both of them. Okay, part E and F, too lazy. I don't want to do it. Looks long and difficult. So I'm just going to leave it. most probable topics to prepare for tomorrow. Like I wrote a I wrote a I wrote a blog post on it, right? You can see. You can just search what May 25 Math IB exam predictions. If you click onto the one from Easy Sevens, that's the one I've written. It's based on like stats from the previous years. So I'm not sure like how accurate it will be, but I mean last year was pretty accurate, so I think you can look at that. But if I'm gonna summarize, it's pretty much just like I think um, sequence. No, not sequencing. I think like uh, sine rule, cosine rule. So trig, pretty important, and then kinematics, pretty important. Um, Finding what else? Higher priority topics, kinematics, trig functions, and then Venn diagram, tree diagrams, and conditional probability. That's what I wrote about. Yeah. We're doing 7 to K because we know our total distance traveled is 52, right? So if I'm drawing this 14 minus 2t out, it looks something like this. On the left here, we have positive area, right? Positive area, we know this for sure already. We know this area here is 49 already, for sure, right? Because we know the x-intercept is 7, the y-intercept is 14. This is just a triangle, so base times height divided by 2 is 49, right? So we know this area here is 49 already for sure. So how much are we missing? We're missing 3 to get to 42, right? Now, we're missing 3 to get to 52. Now, why do I need to set this to negative 3? It's because I know this area here is underneath the x-axis, right? So starting from 7 to until where k is, going from 7 to until where k is, wherever k is, we know this area here must be negative 3. So that's why I'm going from 7 to k. I know my area is negative 3. So I just need to solve this integral. I mean, it's not solve this integral. I just need to integrate it and then find what k is. Okay, that will be it for today's stream. Good luck, everyone, and see you on the other side, or maybe tomorrow. Might do another stream tomorrow. Okay, good luck, and hopefully you guys do well.